not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Erica Yolanda, and I am back with another video. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are all happy, healthy, and fed. I am just leaving physical therapy on this beautiful cloudy Wednesday, and I am on my way to Walmart to pick up my groceries. So come along with me. Physical therapy was okay. Nothing to write home about. Pain's still there, but who wants to keep hearing me talking about pain? So we ain't gonna do that. But I did go to therapy, and I'm just leaving, and I ordered some groceries to be picked up, so I'm on my way to do that. And the funny part is, y'all, I ordered groceries last night and had a big delivery and left out some of the most important things: bread, mayonnaise. I literally brought sandwich meat and ain't got no bread. Ain't got no bread in my house. Because it's getting hotter, we've been making more salads, like potato salad, tuna salad, things like that, because it's too hot to be in the kitchen. And my finicky daughter, she tends to like stuff like that. Like, my husband made a big thing of potato salad the other day. It was so good. And I took it to work for lunch too. So we're gonna do more of those. Make more sandwiches, because again, it's too hot. But I am about to go home and film a cooking video. I'm gonna make some of my family's favorite, which is chicken gizzards and rice. But I put chicken gizzards, chicken livers, and for those of y'all that's saying ew, it's good. And I cut up some chicken chunks and put in there. So I had some short thighs, some boneless thighs in the freezer. I took some of those out that's gonna put in it, and that's just enough. That's just like my shredded meat. It makes it a little bit more heartier, and it is delicious. So I'm about to go home and cook that. But first, I gotta go to Walmart and pick up this groceries. I spent $200 last night. Spent another $100 today. $300 in groceries. Y'all, I don't even know what the hell I got for $300. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I legit am mad with myself. But that's just the price of groceries nowadays, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. The people, I got a text just now from Walmart pickup saying that my groceries was ready faster than they thought. So I'm about to roll up in here. I timed it so that the time that I would be leaving physical therapy, I could pick it up, which would be from 4 to 5. Like right now, it's about 10 minutes after 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these groceries, and then I'm gonna be rolling to the house, and we are going to shoot me cooking some chicken gizzards and rice. So on my way, we'll talk to y'all in just a minute. Once I pick up my groceries, I'm pulling up now, and I go ahead and start my cooking video. Bye. Hey guys, it's Erica Yolanda, and I am back. As I said earlier, that I was coming home to make my pot of famous chicken gizzards and rice, and I got my gizzards all washed up. I actually had these soaking all day, y'all. This is what the gizzards look like. If you like chicken gizzards, these are delicious. I've had them soaking all day in vinegar and lemon juice, so it's got all of that good bad stuff out of it. I've got my vegetables. I went ahead and prepped everything before I started the video. So I have my onions, I have my bell peppers. I used green bell peppers, red, orange, and yellow peppers. I've got my water boiled, and I'm gonna put chicken gizzards, chicken liver, and I'm going to put some skinless chicken thighs in this, skinless, boneless chicken thighs in this, so that it fills the pot up. I've already got the water and everything going. So we're just gonna add our chicken gizzards in there, and we're gonna put our vegetables in there. And this recipe, I use chicken bouillon, which I like the Maggie's chicken season. I think I said that in the previous video. And also some cream of chicken soup. That gives it all of the flavor that you need, along with the normal black pepper and some seasoned salt. This is a very low sodium meal because you don't need a lot of salt or any salt at all, because the chicken, the cream of chicken and the chicken bouillon gives it all of its flavor. So we're gonna come over to the stove. I got all of my meat washed, okay? I got the chicken washed, the gizzards washed, and the livers are washed. All we gotta do is put them in there. I've already prepped the chicken. I actually cut it up into chunks because that's how I like it. Once it boils off, those chunks are actually, excuse me, those chunks are actually going to start to shred, okay? So we're going over to the stove and we're gonna add everything. Well, the gizzards first because the gizzards take the longest to cook. I've also already pre-washed my rice. This is one of those meals, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not a good cook, or you're just starting out, like maybe newlyweds, got your little boot thing, you wanna impress them, this is the meal to impress them with, okay? You put some chicken and rice on their stomach, baby, they're gonna love you a long time, I promise. Okay, so I am using my favorite Dutch oven pot. It is just my favorite one to use, y'all. And I got the rice already washed up. We're gonna use a good little bit of rice. Y'all, I wash my rice about 5 times. I rinse my rice, okay? And you need to rinse until the water is white. And that ensures you got all the purities and all of the starch off of this rice. I know some people don't wash their rice. That's why I don't eat from everybody. So I got the chicken gizzards already washed up and prepared. This is what they look like. They look a little pale to some people. That's because I've had these soaking in vinegar and lemon juice. That's what cleans off all of the impurities of the chicken gizzards. Lemon juice and white vinegar, y'all, it makes a world of difference. And we're gonna add these. This is how much gizzards. These are actually 2 containers of gizzards. The containers look like this. These are my chicken liver containers, but the chicken gizzards containers are the same. I got just some Purdue chicken gizzards from Walmart. Chicken gizzards and chicken liver is one of those things that I always keep on hand in my house because it's a quick, easy meal. And it's very inexpensive. This is another meal that's way under $20. This meal is probably, the chicken livers were $2 a container. The chicken gizzards were $2, like $1.50 a container. So about $4 for, about $8 in general for the meat. I had some chicken thighs in my freezer. I always keep some boneless chicken thighs on hand. I like to keep at least 2 bags in my freezer because you never know when hard times gonna hit and you need to cook that chicken, okay? You can use the chicken thighs for just about anything. You want to smother it, bake it, fry it, put it on the salad, however you want to do it. It's only $6 a bag, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and empty these off into the pot because these take the longest to cook. They take forever. I'm just kidding. They take maybe about these are gonna cook fast because I tenderized them with the gizzards and liver. I can't talk with the vinegar and the lemon juice. It actually tenderizes them while it's cleaning them. So these are probably gonna cook within the next 20-25 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and I'm gonna add the chunk of chicken in towards the end, also with the chicken livers, because the livers cook relatively fast as well. And I'm going to go ahead and add in our peppers and onions. This is my peppers. I already cut them. I got some yellow, some orange, some red, some green, and I got 2 onions. And of course, if it's not a Vidalia onion, your girl is usually not cooking with it. Only way I cook with a regular onion is if they was just out of Vidalias. Don't ask me why. I just love me a sweet onion. So we're going to go ahead and get those in there. Get these going. And we're going to also add in the chicken, the cream of chicken. Now, I don't have a preference because I actually do like the Great Value brand cream of chicken. This has a really good taste to it. I know some people just be stuck on Campbell's or whatever your brand is. Store brand is just as good, y'all. They made it the same place probably. And I use these. These are only 68 cents a can. I got 4 cans over here. I'm not going to use all 4 cans, but I like to keep 4 cans on hand. And I probably got about 8 cans up in the cabinet because I keep this on hand. Y'all, you never know when you need to make a poor man's meal. Got you some chicken, some seasoning here. You could put this on the chicken and bake it in the oven. It's the best. I use it on my turkey wings. I put it on my turkey wings before I put them in the oven, and they're so delicious, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to rinse these tops off. I don't know how y'all do y'all canned goods, but I do not use them unless I rinse the top off. Like my husband said, a dog could have been licking these. I'll be back. All right, we're going to go ahead and add in our first can. I like to add this when I first put my gizzards in because I feel like it cooks with all of that good flavor in it. So I just go ahead and pour these over like that. Let me get my good little spoon over here. Because you want to make sure you get all of that in there. And what I was always taught to do is you sprinkle a little bit of water in this to get the rest of that out. And I'm going to do that in just a minute. I'm just going to add this other can, the second can in here. And I'm going to hold off on adding the third can because sometimes that may just be enough. But we're going to just hold off so that we're not adding too much in there because you can always add more, but you can't take away, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get some water in this and just rinse that good old seasoning out of there and add it to the pot. Okay, so this is that Maggie's chicken seasoning I was talking about. There's a glare, but you'll see it. It's usually in the Spanish section in the stores, okay? And this chicken season, I remember this chicken season from when I was a little girl. So this is what I buy. This is my preference. You know, I always say make it your own, do whatever you need to do, but that is my preference. And I didn't have to put none of that in yet, but I did go ahead and put some black pepper in there because we're gonna let that start to just get good and boiling. And get it all soaked in there. And this also is going to thicken up. Cream of chicken makes a gravy-like consistency. If you got enough in there, it gets it nice and thick like gravy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the top on that. And I'm gonna leave a little crack because I do want this to evaporate some of that water that I have there. And once that starts boiling, it's gonna take about maybe 20 to 30 minutes before it starts to get nice and tender. And then I'll go ahead and add the chicken and the chunks of chicken and the chicken livers, okay? I've added the peppers and onions, and I've added the cream of chicken seasoning, and I've added some black pepper, and we're gonna go ahead and let this go because I did have the water heating before I started the actual video. So we're gonna do that. I got the rice washed, and again, this rice was washed 5 times. This is a good bit of rice, so it may have gotten washed a little bit more than, you know, you would have to if you used a little bit less. However, I like mine nice and clean. I wash it until the water's clear. I pick out all of the black spotted ones that I see that don't look good. I pick them out because that's how my daddy taught me. I was raised that way. To always make sure your rice and stuff is clean. So if you don't wash your rice, hey, that's on you. I just don't eat from your house. All right, I will be back. Okay, guys, so we are about maybe 20 minutes into it, and the gizzards are still a little bit tougher than I would like them to be, but let me show y'all how it's looking. See that there? This is what they're looking like. They're getting there, but they're just a little bit more, did I say tender? They need to be a little more tender. I'm sorry. They're a little tougher than I mean for them to be right now. But again, we're only 20 minutes until. I actually went ahead and added 2 more cans of cream of chicken in it so it can have that my desired taste. If you're gonna make this meal, always taste as you go because you can always add, but you cannot take away. So I added 2 more cans because this is gonna be somewhat of a big pot. Because I think my cast iron pot is like, or my Dutch oven, sorry, same thing. This is, I think, a 10 quart pot, and this is going to be a lot. And once I put that rice and the rest of that chicken livers and the chicken chunks in there, it's going to be a big pot, okay? And we'll be back. Okay guys, so the gizzards have been cooking for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in my chicken chunks. This was some chicken thighs, some boneless, skinless thighs that I had, and I just cut them up into chunks that almost look like the gizzards. And what these are gonna do, when these getting good and done, they're gonna start tearing apart. So when I start mixing, it's gonna go as though I shredded them, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. I'm just adding them in there so it makes the pot just a little bit more heartier. So it has like I say from chicken to rice ratio. That's good. And you're just gonna stir that on up in there. Show you what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. And I love using the different color peppers because it just makes the dish that much more pretty. Not that we're trying to be pretty over here, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? So we're gonna get that in there. That's gonna cook really fast. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the livers. Okay guys, so I got the chicken livers ready. And this is what they're looking like. I don't have to cut these because these are going to shred apart. I know a lot of people see livers and be like, they don't like livers, but guess what? I love chicken livers. I like beef liver too, but I love liver. And we're gonna go ahead and add these into the pot. I'm gonna get these loosened up here. So we're gonna go ahead and add the livers in there, which this is going to be a nice big pot. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the rice after I add the livers, because all of that can go ahead and cook together, because livers cook really fast. The chicken chunks are gonna cook really fast as well, and it's gonna give those gizzards a chance to finish cooking with them. So that's what I like about that. I'm just adding a couple of more livers in there. And it seems like it's a lot, but it's really not a whole lot. We're gonna get those stirred up. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that rice in there. And because the livers don't take but like 2 or 3 minutes to cook, okay? So I'm gonna get the rice in there. And I may end up having to transfer this into a bigger pot. I don't know. Hopefully I don't, but I just may, because this is a lot of rice. And this is my rice. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in there. And yes, I'm gonna wash my hand from the liver. Hold on. Okay, I washed my hands from the chicken livers. And I'm gonna just put the rice in there. I've already washed this rice. I may literally end up having to transfer this into a bigger pot. Typically, I can get away with using this pot. But today, I don't think so, because this is a lot. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put it in a bigger pot. Okay, so I had to go ahead and transfer that into a bigger pot, y'all. This is actually a little bit more than I normally cook. And I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. Whatever we don't eat, our dog's just going to eat. Because chicken and rice is very good for our dogs. We have 2 Boston Terriers, and they're our babies. They're not dogs to us. They're our fur babies. And they eat chicken and rice too. They actually love chicken and rice. My husband gives it to them because it helps with their digestive tract. So we got enough in here that we're going to share with the dogs. And whatever we don't eat, they're going to eat. So don't think I'm just cooking a lot of food and it's going to go to waste. It's not. The dogs are going to eat plenty of it, okay? So this is what my pot's looking like. Let me show you. And when you add the chicken livers, it actually takes a little bit, it makes the pot just a little bit darker. And that's just the liver because they have, you know, a lot of blood and stuff in the chicken livers. So that's why it looks like that. Don't think that my pot just look crazy. And again, those that just look at chicken livers and be like, oh, I don't like it. Chicken livers are delicious. Chicken livers are delicious, okay? Y'all ain't got to like it, but this is the original pot of Get 'em Girls. This is that pot. You want to get that man? You want to keep that man at home? You trying to steal somebody, man? Don't do that. Don't try to steal nobody else, man, because the same way you get them, you're going to lose them. But what I'm saying is, if you want to get that single man, this is that pot. This is that pot that his mama made for him, okay? This is that pot that's going to get you that new Mercedes or that new BMW, whichever one you want. I like a new Lexus, but, you know, that's just my preference. But this is that pot that's going to get him, okay? I'm almost 20 years in the game. I'm just trying to tell y'all. All right, we'll be back. Bye. All right, guys. So I am back. Let me just show you how it's looking so far. And it is a big pot. It has about another 10 or 15 minutes to go. And then we will be ready. I got everything in there. This is what it kind of looks like. Let me show you guys. Right now it looks a little bit like chicken soup. But once this rice dries out, it's going to look so good. Y'all, I wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good. Every time I cook, it just smells so good. I don't know. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but it be smelling good, y'all. Alright, so I'll see y'all when it's done. Okay, guys, so I'm back. And the chicken and rice is actually done. It's very creamy. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit drier because all of that the creaminess is going to soak up into that rice overnight. So tonight it's going to be creamy, and tomorrow it's going to be nice and dry like most people like it. And let me show y'all how it is. It's about 20 minutes to 8 on Wednesday night. My family is probably not going to actually eat this tonight because this is actually a little later than I normally cook. But I did want to go ahead and get this pot made as we roll into the weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they'll eat this pot. And then by Sunday, the dogs will be eating it. But let me show y'all how it looks. It's still very nice and creamy. This is what it looks like. See this? That is called goodness, okay? That's goodness. I've actually put me some on the spoon, so I'm going to taste this. The gizzards melt in your mouth. Those gizzards are so nice and tender. I've cut the stove off. I'm just going to let this go ahead and finish soaking up the rest of that cream of chicken. And tomorrow is going to be nice and dry like most people like it. I like it like that. Or I like it nice and creamy like this. It's not wet like. It's actually very nice and creamy. I don't know if y'all can actually, if this picture does it any justice, but this is amazing, okay? I am glad that I was able to share this recipe with you guys. This is a very easy, quick meal, under $20. Each can of cream of chicken was 68 cents. So let's just round those off to $1.50. So that is what, $3 for 4 cans? And excuse me, 75 cents, I'm sorry. Which will make it $1.50 for 2, which is $3 for 4. The livers and gizzards were just about $8 with taxes or after taxes. And the rice was, I think it was $3 for that bag. So what are we at, like $11? Onions and peppers I always keep on hand. This is a delicious meal for your family. This is a huge pot. Y'all see how big this pot is? This is a big pot. That is going to feed my husband, my daughter, and the dogs. The dogs will probably be eating this until Monday. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Quick and easy. This is the original Get 'em Girls, okay? You want to get that man, keep that man, feed that man. You want to keep that man home, feed that man. Don't make that man have to go to McDonald's to get him something to eat. Go on and cook. That's a quick, easy meal. It cooks in about an hour, hour and a half. If you cook it in a pressure cooker, faster than that. But I took my time and let it go the way it wanted to. Hour and a half tops. That's with prepping the onions and peppers and washing up everything. And make sure y'all wash y'all meat and stuff. That's nasty. But as always, it's your girl, Erica Yolanda. And what did we say this meal was about? About $11, $12? Let's say $12. Hell, let's say $15. This meal will feed 10 people easy. More than 10. That's talking with leftovers and everything. You can put some of this up in the deep freezer if you can't eat it all. Quick and easy. Chicken, rice. Well, we say chicken and rice, but I put chunks of chicken livers, and chicken gizzards in this. Delicious. As always, it's your girl, Erica Yolanda. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoy this recipe. If you never cooked and you learn how to cook, this is quick and easy. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fed, and I will see you again Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification when you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Bye.